What's up, nerds? It's your boy Blake from TST. Now, yesterday, the Call of Duty Cold War Alpha came out, and I'm not gonna lie to you, we like this game. It's a good Call of Duty game, and I'm pumped for this year. But the reason why I'm making this video is because the creative class Gunsmith is back. So that means to make a gun do what you want to do, odds are there's a couple attachments that you need to know, which is why I'm here. Now, this is not backed up by Excel spreadsheets. I haven't done recoil tests on the side of a building like it's 2008. All I did was play this game yesterday. I used different subs, different ARs, and of course the snipes, and I figured out some classes that work. So what I'm here to do is tell you what to put on your gun to help you shred. I hope you enjoy this game. I hope you're excited for TST Cold War, and I hope you sub to the channel, man. Hook your boys up. Toss us a sub, toss these attachments onto your creative class guns, and let's get to business. I appreciate you. Enjoy the video. We're jumping right into it because I know you guys are itching to play and you just need a class. And don't worry, brother or sister, I got you. I got you. First, we're talking about the snipes. There's two snipes in the beta. There is the Tundra that kind of looks like the old school L11, and we got the Pellington that is very R700-esque. This one does more damage. This one has a faster fire rate. Generally speaking, in Call of Duty games, I like the snipe that hits harder. But the Pellington slaps in this game. It slaps. So just think of it as like basically Barrett or Paladin versus Intervention or Koshka, depending on what Call of Duty you're from. Okay. First, I'm going to go over the Tundra because this is what I've been using for the last 6 hours of playing. Jumping into the Gunsmith. I know that looks incredibly overwhelming because it is overwhelming. But there's a wild card in this game called Gunfighter. In my opinion, the only one that really makes sense in the alpha is Gunfighter. Gunfighter, additional 3 attachments. The base is 5 for an attachment. For this one, you can put 8 on a gun. You don't need it for the snipe because, in my opinion, you don't really need an optic if you're just trying to stay true to sniping. But it's helpful to have the other 7. So we're going to jump into it. We're talking about the muzzle first. You can see, just like in Modern Warfare, there's pros and there's cons, and hopefully this game's a little more articulate in what they actually do. Because the other one in Modern Warfare had some confusing lingo that was like, you know, increases speed. I'm like, what is speed? Am I aiming in faster? Am I running faster? Am I cracked? I don't know. So for the Snipe Stabilizer 308. For the barrel, 3 options in the alpha. We have the 28.4 extended, the 27.8, and the 27.6. This one only does vehicle damage. I don't know who's just sniping at tanks out in 12v12, but it's not me. So it's between the 28.4 and the paratrooper. This one, the con is idle sway control. I don't want idle sway because this game actually has a decent amount of idle sway, especially at range. 28.4 extended, 50% muzzle velocity will take it. For the underbarrel, there's 3. Front grip is pretty much what you're going to see me put on everything, AR or sub-wise. But for this one with a snipe, I don't really care about recoil too much. I just want that movement speed. So for this one, a lot of pros, 4% across the board pretty much. And for this one, it's just one more con. So like, give me the green, please. Okay. Marshall foregrip. For the body, you can use a laser if you want to. You have the space for it. If you're trying to hit some no-scope clips, go ahead and pop the steady aim laser on. I don't like the minus 5% for the aiming speed, which is how fast you ADS down sight. So if you're going to run a laser, just put the steady aim. I just get annoyed of seeing it on the screen all the time, so I'm not running it currently. For the stock, it's between 2. Aiming move speed, which is basically like your Stalker Pro. And for this one is sprint out. I'm going sprint out because I'm always pushing into their spawn trying to hit clips. Sprint pad for me. Magazine. Okay, there's 7 round, there's a fast round, and there's a speed mag. Snipes is the only time I use a speed mag in the alpha because in the other ones I need that recoil control. I don't want to mess up my sub, my AR shot, but I don't care about the recoil for a snipe because as soon as I hit the shot, I'm aiming out anyway. So 7 round speed mag for this one, and then the handle. You know we're going with Mikey. Mikey's 22% aim in speed, and it's only minus 5% sprint out. So it's worth the extra 11 ADS for me. Generally speaking, that is the same template that I'm going to use for the Pellington, which is the other snipe, and I will show you guys that too because I like both. But for your snipes, if you like sniping in this game, the Tundra's hitting. And all of these attachments just come unlocked. You don't have to rank them up to get all these. So out the gate, you can make this class. I'll go over the sights just a little bit because they're cool. If you're going for, you know, snipe feeder clips, if you're trying to still, you know, get your phase 5 intros in, the 2X and the 3X, they slap. And they're fast. Try those out. I just prefer sniping with a reg scope, and the iron sights are going to be hella fun this year too. Generally speaking, that's it for the snipe. For the pistols, there's 2 options right now, the 1911 and the Diamatti. Sounds like it just, you know, Diamatti makes fire chicken parm. You know he does. This is a burst pistol. This is a, you know, semi-auto 1911. They're both good. I don't use the pistols too much. I just run the Diamatti on this one. I'm not going to go into detail on this, but I use Muzzle Break for the recoil. Paratrooper barrel. Muzzle velocity is huge. Same thing as bullet velocity in Modern Warfare. And obviously effective damage range is a ding ding ding. We always want effective damage range. I'm trying to map people with whatever. Put the 5 milliwatt on there. As far as I know, lasers aren't visible in this game, at least the 2 that are out. I think the rest of these, once they become unlocked after the alpha, I do think some of them will be visible to enemies, just like the 5 milliwatt laser and the TAC laser for Modern Warfare, but right now they're not. 24 round speed mag and quick draw for this one because I need sprint out speed for the pistol. Tacticals, lethals, field upgrade. This is what I run in every class. Don't go around smoking out the map, bro. Come on, how old are you? Put a stun on there, be a man. Grab a frag. Luckily, C4s in this game, you can't just yeet them up in the air and double tap midair. You have to wait until this thing sticks to a surface, and then you can double tap. Thank you, Treyarch, because that's how a C4 is supposed to work. Link me one clip where some Navy SEAL's out somewhere just throwing C4s and blowing it up midair. Come on, brother. The SAM turret, basically, you just kind of throw it on the ground, and it's like a little Wally, and he shoots down score streaks and UAVs and stuff, which is nice. Proximity mine is a bouncing Betty. Charges every 2 minutes. You can just throw that down and hope, you know, it's like basically just a bouncing Betty you get every 2 minutes. Kind of cheesecakey, though. I'd rather just not do a streak, so I put the SAM turret on everything. The jammer disables field upgrades and minimap in a certain radius, like the little mini counter UAV, basically. And the field mic amplifies footsteps, also in that similar range, just like a jammer does. I put a SAM turret on everything, so I run stun, frag, SAM turret on pretty much everything. For the perks, I either use tac mask or flak jacket. Equipment and score streaks don't really matter too much, at least in the alpha. So if you hate getting stunned, put on the tac. If you hate getting naded, put on flak. For this one, I pretty much just run tracker. Unless you're just chucking stunts all over the place, run quartermaster. Scavenger, you don't really run out of ammo too much. At least I haven't in the beta. You can just pick up, a lot of people are running the same gun. Just pick up their ammo. I use quartermaster or tracker. And perk 3, ninja in this game, which is obviously your dead silence. It's not really silent yet. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what kind of tweaks they're going to make. But not being detected by a spy plane because they are up at all times and they make this annoying little ping sound. Just put ghost on and you're not going to show up on the spy planes. And let me make a note. Let me just shout out David Van der Haa, okay? Undetectable by enemy spy planes whenever you are moving, playing an objective, or controlling a score streak. Well done. Stop camping in corners with ghost on, man. Lace up your kicks and start running. All right. The AK-74, aka Scuff Gaming, out of your brain cells, sitting 3 inches from the screen, sweaty class. This is probably the most overpowered gun right now in the alpha. The only other one up for debate, in my opinion, is what a lot of people call the Uzi or the Type 821. I will show you that one as well. Please try both of these guns out if you're getting worked. AK-74 and the Type 821, they are the best subs. The only other one in the class right now is the MP5. It is good. I would equate it to, this is the MP5 for Modern Warfare. This is the MP7, in my opinion. Both of these two are jockeying for the best in the alpha right now. Here's what we're running. I was raised to play Call of Duty like a grown man. So I don't put reticles on my subs. What is this? 2011 and I'm European playing Deserto rules? It's not happening. I don't run a sight. If you need a sight, I would recommend the little baby one, the little chiclet, quick.led. You're afforded one because, again, we're running Gunfighter. So if you need one, put one on. But generally speaking, I don't run reticles on my subs. Muzzle Break. This is what I said I'm putting on every reg gun in this game so far. Muzzle Break, I want that vertical recoil control. For the barrel, this is the Paratrooper. The reason why I'm running this over the extended is because this one only has muzzle velocity. This one has plus 100% effective damage range. You can map people with this gun. 9.5 Paratrooper. For this one, for the Underbarrel, foregrip. Horizontal recoil control is big. All of these have sprinting move out speed, but this thing's a beam. I want the recoil control. For the body, I'm running the steady aim laser on this because I don't want to reduce the aiming speed. I like the quick ADS speed, and it's only a difference of 15% for hip fire. I just run the steady aim laser. I use the sprint pad because I'd rather have the sprint out speed rather than the stalker, essentially. Then this is where a lot of people out the gate, you're inclined to put the 40 round speed mag on. And a lot of people do because it's like, oh wait, it's a 40 round, it's an extended clip, and it's a fast mag. Why not both? I ran this for the first couple hours and I saw kill cams of people just beaming with this gun. I was like, wait, their gun doesn't move. That's because that minus 10% horizontal recoil control you see right there in the cons, it actually makes a difference. Don't put the speed mag on. Fast mag is actually busted in the beta. So I tried that out. It is very hard to reload. It works like 1 out of 4 times. Use the 40 round or don't use one at all. But I recommend the 40 round because there's no cons to it. And for the handle, I'm doing just the aiming speed because the sprint out speed for a sub is key. This gun shreds. If you're going to choose one gun to at least try out in this alpha to see if you're nice with it, just use the AK-74. This gun's a beast. Muzzle Break, 9.5 Paratrooper barrel, foregrip for the underbarrel, steady aim laser for the body, sprint pad, 40 round, not the speed mag, and the quick draw handle. Now, my personal favorite reg gun from the alpha, it's the XM4. This thing is gorgeous. I love the way it looks. I love the strap intricately woven around the gun. It looks good, and I like using it. Pretty much, this is going to be the same build as what I put in the AK-74. All of these are going to have the foregrip on them because I want to reduce the recoil as much as possible, and I also want that sprint out speed. But for this one, I do run an optic on there. The iron sights are really good on this, I will tell you. I don't know if I can see those. Yeah. Doesn't look like I can look at them, but the iron sights are extremely comparable to the MW2 M4. Very similar rear sight. They're good, but when you have the opportunity to run 8 attachments, just go ahead and pop one of these 2 on. I've used both of these. This is a really small red dot that is similar to, like, I think Black Ops 1 had a very similar sight, and this is more like your Corvus sight from Modern Warfare. I like the mill stop after using them for a while just because I can see more out of the sight. For the muzzle, just like the 7.4, I'm using the muzzle break vertical recoil control. For the barrel, I'm using the Paratrooper because 100% effective damage range. I want those beams, baby. Foregrip, I don't put a laser sight on here. If you want to, you can. It's just sometimes I get tired of seeing the laser on the screen. If you want to put one, go for it. You get better hip fire accuracy. Steady aim laser. Be my guest. Sprint pad, because I want the sprint out speed. I have tried tactical stock as well. If you're playing a little farther back, I would probably recommend this because it's like the stock from Black Ops 2 or the stalker perk from like MW3. Aiming move speed feels good. You can strafe a little bit quicker when you run, but if you're running and gunning more so, which is how I'm typically playing with the M4, do the sprint pad. Both of these good options though. 40 round, you already know, I already told you the reasons why you don't want to run speed mag. 40 rounds good, and then the quick draw because we don't want to lose our sprint out speed. Now this is the Pellington. This is what I equated to the Intervention, the M40, the Koshka. This has a quicker cycle rate for each round, and it gets maybe a little more hit markers. You probably get more stomach hit markers in this game than you would using the Tundra, But generally speaking, I've had a lot of success with this gun so far, and I'm just trying both out. Now, this is the part of the video that might confuse you, and I'm going to walk you through it because we're good friends. Last night, they updated the game and added hardpoint into the rotation. What they also did, and this has only existed for like 12 hours, so this information is probably going to change after this YouTube video comes out. But they also, I think it was an accident, added the ability to completely level your guns. So before, these didn't have a level on them. If you can see in the top left, level 26, level 28. Now this one's max because this is a gun I've used the most in the beta. They accidentally let you unlock every single attachment in the game, and some of them don't even have descriptions. Like, I don't know what you do. So, if you grind this enough and you level up a gun max, I've used the M4 a lot and that thing is not max yet. And this could be something they patch, but if you grind with a gun and you level it up to the max, you unlock all of these, which is kind of nuts. So this is the only gun that I have maxed, and I'll show you just a couple things that I'm at least trying out because I gotta know if these things are OP. So typically the only two you have unlocked are the tactical stock and the sprint pad for everything else. But look at these 4 other ones. Shooting move speed plus 82% aiming move speed. This is OP. OP. Look at this Raider buttstock. Look at this Raider booty. 22% sprint out speed and 82% aiming move. The only thing you lose is hipfire accuracy. So, if you level up your guns max, I don't even have anything else maxed. And so I can't tell you what I'd use on these other ones because there's a myriad of things you can put on it. But if you are one of the grinders who gets to level max, at least try some of the extra ones that I don't think are supposed to be in the game right now, but they are nasty. The buttstock is filthy. So I'm gonna do this video, this gun for the Pellington, as if you do not have the gun max. That's what we're gonna do first. Run the stabilizer, run the 26 extended, the Marshall foregrip. If you want a laser, do the steady aim, sprint pad, probably fast mag on this, or 7-round, depending on what you want to use. Actually, no, sorry, that's 7-round speed because we don't care about recoil. Remember that, kids. And the handle, we use Mike because we love that ADS speed. That is what I would use if you do not have the gun maxed. But if you're one of the lucky few who's been grinding and somehow it says your weapon level is max, we're gonna have to try these out, fam. Because look at the 26.5 Tiger team. I'm talking these I think these are supposed to be hidden attachments. Because when they tweeted out the Cold War Alpha, they said, hey, there is no rank progression. You don't have to level up your guns. Come in, try everything out. Everyone's on the same playing field. You have it all unlocked. Go for it. Well, not quite at the moment because I think this Tiger team barrel is going to shred. Look at that green, baby. And the only thing it reduces is ammo capacity. It just drops it down to a 4-round mag. So we will take that. Go ahead and throw on a Tiger team. You feel me? Look at this shroud. I think this is essentially monolithic. Plus 40% idle sway control. Woo! You know I'm gonna be trying that out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, bro. I gotta put on monolithic. Okay. For the underbarrel, I think Marshall's still really good. I don't even know what this one does for you. Because, again, I think this is a glitch. It's a bipod, apparently. But the MI6 ergo grip looks good. The rapid fire sounds great. I don't know what the actual pros are. But I'm still using the Marshall just because all I see is green. You hear me? For this, I'm guessing these are your tack lasers. This is a freaking flashlight you can put in your gun. I don't know why. But, plus 44% hipfire accuracy. It's the same as that one. It just has cons. I think these will be fully fleshed out later, but hey, it's cool to look at for now, you hear me? So I'm gonna just leave those off. I don't like the lasers so far. I don't know what the other ones do. This is the biggest one where I'm like, bruh, this is OP if you have your weapon max. Magazine, look at this. This is a 9-round mag. Has idle sway control, which is a con. I don't want that. But look at this. That's a 9-round fast mag. Go ahead and do me sideways. I'm using the 9-round because I'm a dirty level max cheater. You know what? I'm just putting the impact on because I don't even know what it does. It's a secret because it's a secret attachment. Impact handle it is. Boom! It's in there. Last but not least, the Uzi. The Type 821. This gun shreds, man. The AK-74U, people were like, this gun's OP. You only use this gun if you just want to shred all day and just drink nothing but caffeine and have a 4.0 KD. But the 821 is filthy. This is it feels like MSMC kind of. It's got high recoil, but good lord, this thing beams. And I'm setting it up exactly like I set up the AK-74. Muzzle Break, Paratrooper, because I love muzzle velocity and I love damage range. Foregrip, because this thing kicks like a mule. I'm putting the laser sight because I do hip fire a little more with this. I'll take the no aiming speed because I do hip fire a lot. Stock, sprint pad, 45 round mag because I don't want extra recoil, and the quick draw handle. If I have one recommendation for every weapon class, I'm gonna go Tundra because hit markers hurt my soul. Try out the Tundra for the snipe. If you're doing the sub, just try both. But the cool pick is to try the Uzi because this thing is disgusting. And for the ARs, I like the M4. Hitch has been using the AK. The Krig is probably better at range than the M4, but the M4 just shreds it up close. Give the AK a try if you want to be like Hitch, don't we all? But the M4 is by far the sexiest and by far my favorite. That is my recommendations for the created class for the Call of Duty Cold War Alpha. In my opinion, if you use these classes and you're still bad, you just got to put those hours in, my guy. These classes work, these classes shred, and again, this is just for the alpha. Everything I've said for the last 30 minutes is going to go out the window when the beta comes out because all of these attachments are going to show up and they're going to add new guns in the game that are probably going to completely outclass whatever I just said. Have some fun in the alpha. Check us out at twitch.tv/hitcharide, or if you want to type tst.live in your browser, go ahead and kick it with us. I hope those classes help you out. I hope you learn some of the attachments, figure out how to navigate the Gunsmith a little bit, and obviously as more attachments come out and as the game actually becomes a fully fledged out game, besides just an alpha, we'll get more into it. We'll make some nasty classes, but for now, I think those classes will do well, and I hope you have fun in the alpha.